up. Ready?
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. First carry for Najee Harris. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Play action. It's Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now Burrow on first down. His throw incomplete. The Bengals at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
12, 11, Thomas.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
first down, and they go back to Harris.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42. You talk about this Bengals defense.
Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
The second down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Flushed out right.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Bengals nothing. First Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10.
11.
Here's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
I'm one, ready?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
For some defensive fronts,
I'm one, ready?
playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
12. Stop.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Bengals nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now Burrow to throw on second down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
With such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
At the Bengals 4-yard line.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a 2nd, but you're right, not to be.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Fields
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
They snap it to Fields.
Touchdown! George Pickens from 4 yards out.
And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this league could become.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here.
12.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go.
There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first-half lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
On the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Steelers 42, Bengals nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Let's get set.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
11, Thomas. Stop.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
12. 11 MT. Stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. There he goes, left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Stop.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Here we go.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
11 MT paint. 11 Thomas. Stop.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now it's Burrow.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 1, ready?
And no move to get the
11,
offense
90,
off the
11,
field.
90.
They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. He's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he's got it.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now they send a man in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 1, ready?
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here.
12, 12,
and now this is 3rd and goal.
11, 11, 11. Stop.
Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Taking it in.
And the Bengals are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here we go. Hey,
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Pickens on the slant.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And the Steelers first down.
Harris running straight ahead, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here's Fields. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Fields on 3rd down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Angel.
On 4th down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Steelers have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
His kick is good.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice.
And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Steelers 56, Bengals 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Let's get set.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11
And what do you think
empty.
goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
2nd and 10.
11 empty. Take.
Now Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Steelers 63, Bengals 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Go, take it to the house. Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first and 10, Joe Burrow. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
To throw is Fields.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds. First half, a timeout called.
Hey.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
Got an open man. It's Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Bengals 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
I'm one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
12.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here we go. Come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
12.
They go play action with Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now they go play action now. Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. Look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. 10 more there and another first down.
Here we go. Eleven mighty.
To the air again, Burrow. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
11.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals are able to claw one back. McPherson on for the point after.
So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Go.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Watkins here.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Now Fields.
Again, that's Watkins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
Here's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers have got it on cruise control.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Steelers 70, Bengals 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 2.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On 1. Ready?
So 2nd and 10, third quarter.
11,
Thanks for
empty,
tagging
hey.
along with us
11,
here from the
empty,
Queen
hey.
City of Cincinnati.
11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking downfield for Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Oh, nice move. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And a Steeler first down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go.
Off play action, Fields.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
He gets it complete to Harris. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
Here we go, son.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
They snap it to Fields.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That was short one to Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Here we go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, Thomas.
Again, it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
11, mighty. 11, mighty.
Now it's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you know, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. A big play there.
And the Steelers continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the 4th quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here we go, here we go.
The offense on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and said, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
On 1, ready? 11, Thomas. 11, Mighty. 11, Mighty. Stop.
An inside give, Brown. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Here we go.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Stop.
Running right, here's Brown. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Brown on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go, here we go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Third down, here's Brown.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there, and he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jordan Battle.
And the Bengals will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were getting that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Steelers, they